do you have a girlfriend? He said, no, that's the same thing. And I was like, oh, okay. Right after that conversation, this girl comes sit on his lap. Hey guys, it's your girl Ky'mari. I'm here with another video. I'm not stalling, you're not waiting. Let's get into the video, okay? I'm gonna try to make this short, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm hungry. And are you hungry? Because I'm not. Ask about me. So, this was my freshman year, and hold up, let me something on my lips. And y'all know how every school has like their college community on Snapchat or whatever. So all of the freshmen, they posting themselves, like trying to make new friends and stuff. And I think I had added this boy off of that, or he added me off of that. It was one or the other, because I didn't have him on Snap before. So, but I knew of him kind of like from Instagram, but like I didn't like, you know, we didn't have each other on Snapchat. I think he texted me or texted him or something like that. I don't know. But I did know that we was snapping back and forth. I don't know if it was restricted or not. I really don't remember, y'all. I don't know. But we was communicating through Snap. And then I don't know how I had got his number or how that happened. But that's what happened. And say what you want, I was definitely one of them girls. Okay, I'm not making excuses for myself, because I'm not making excuses for myself, but I had always been in a relationship, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know how to be single. And I'm going to college. Not saying I was just cracking down stuff, because
okay, the way I said it, it sounded like off the first conversation, he was like,
you know,
come spend the night. No, it was definitely, I'm sure after working week, like, we had already been in class, I think, too, like, it wasn't like off rip, but it was early in the year. I know that, but I don't think it was just like, you know, off rip on some shit. Or maybe it was, but I know we definitely was past welcome week. We had to have been, okay.
It's not happening, but we can lay up. That's what I was on. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to be kind of. Yeah, I know. But I was like, okay, we can cuddle. Like, I'm fine with that. So, remember, I left that in my room with my roommate, and I told her where I was going and stuff. Like, she had already knew about him. But mind you, this is in the beginning, so, like, I feel like I ain't gonna say everybody was talking to everybody, because that probably wasn't really the case. But, like, everybody was just doing stuff, kind of. Like, me. I feel like maybe. I don't know. I think so. So cool. Oh, let me give him a name. I was gonna give him a name so close to his name. Hold up. Okay. Jack. We're gonna call him Jack. I go to Jack. Like, I'll walk over to his dorm. Because, he stayed. It was like girls and boys, but like one side was girls, one side was boys. And I had ended up going to the girls' side. And he came and got me. And he was like, I knew he was going to go on the wrong side. Because I think he told me, but I was confused. Because I ain't never been over there. And I was just confused. I ended up going up in his room. I don't think his roommate was in there. No, or his roommate was in there. Like, I don't know. But I think he was, so. I don't know. I don't remember. That don't matter. Well, it do matter, kind of. I think he was in there, though. I'm not going to lie. Or maybe he wasn't there when I went to sleep, but when I woke up, he was definitely there. So, maybe he was there, maybe he wasn't when I went to sleep. I don't know. But I'm a light sleeper, so I would have woke up if somebody walked in the room. So, maybe he was in there the whole time. So, I get up in his bed. It was dark outside, by the way. So, it was nighttime. My gosh, this just made me think of some stuff. Hold up. That just made me think of some stuff. I have to add this up in here. It's like, it got something to do with the boy. But I have to tell y'all that, because it's kind of like, whatever. So I go up in there, you know, we laying up. I think I had took my socks off because I don't like sleeping with my socks because I know I left my socks at his stuff because he had to give it back to me. And I left my scarf. I left my scarf and my socks. I'm always leaving something somewhere. It's actually concerning. If I don't double, triple, quadruple check, I'm going to leave it. But anyways, I'm a forget-aholic for real. Like, it's actually concerning because, I was going to go to Rentable or something that I thought I lost here recently, and it was not lost. It was, and I blamed everybody and their mama, but it was in my possession. Anyways, I'm sorry. Y'all, that was actually crazy. Okay, I'm yapping, and I said I wasn't gonna make this story time long because if I lose my appetite and I'm hungry AF already, I'm gonna be mad. So let me get back to it. We laying down, and you know, I was laying on the inside, he was on the outside. We had a twin. Obviously, this is freshman year, we're in the twin size. Okay, so so he like cuddling me or whatever, and then you know, he started rubbing my leg. He wanted to rub other areas, and I was like, what you doing? And he was like, I'm trying to play with it. And I was like, no. And then I don't know if he asked me why not or what, but I don't think he did. Because honestly, after I remember having a conversation with him, and I was like, I know you're not mad because I ain't let you. And he was like, girl, you're not the first person to tell me no, I'm not. I wasn't mad about that. So, because he didn't act mad. Like, he didn't tell me to get out or he didn't turn his back. He literally kept cuddling me and we went to sleep. So we went to sleep. I get up the next morning. Like I said, I left my stuff. I go to class or whatever. I don't even know if we had. I know I didn't have a job my freshman year when I first went. So I didn't have a job. So I had to work or nothing. But I think it was like class or something. So cool. I end up stop talking to him. Like, that didn't go nowhere. He kind of threw me off when he was trying to, you know, touch RIP. So it didn't go nowhere after that. Like, and he just was like, we wasn't vibing. Like, I don't like talking to dudes and we can't talk. Like, we can't have a conversation. Like, we just here. Like, I don't know. It wasn't really given for me. And I'm sure he felt the same way. Bless me. I had to sneeze. Anyways. Okay. So cool. That it just kind of did it. But mind you, this is what happened. So we wasn't talking for real, but sometimes we would communicate. Like, it was not consistent at all on either one of our ears. I'm not gonna lie, I was talking to other people. Like, I was, because my roommate, she had a dude that she was talking to, and I was talking to his homeboy. And then before that, or after that, it was just, I wasn't really just, because like I said, I couldn't have a conversation with him, so what I'm finna, no, absolutely not. So one day, y'all, so my roommate, I ain't gonna lie, she was on the same type of time a little bit. Like, we was not in relationships for real, or not at the time. I don't think she was with the dude at the time. I don't know. I think they was just talking at the time, but they was talking heavy. Like, I felt like I wasn't really talking serious with anybody at this point. I don't think I wanted to be. Anyway, so one day she has her dude over. She had to have had her dude over first. And I don't know how this went, y'all. I don't know if we had talked about it, but I didn't tell her who it was that was coming over, or we didn't talk about it and it was like some last minute stuff. And I was like, oh, he trying to come over here, y'all, to both of them. And it was like, he can come. And I didn't tell her who it was. It was something like that. It was one or the other, I'm telling you. So look, they up in their bed. Like, our beds were really high. Like, you know, everybody's beds was different in different dorms, but ours was high. It was high up. We had to climb up. So he walked in. My roommate goes face down. She texts me and was like, Madison, that's such and such homeboy. He gonna tell him that I'm in here with old dude. And I'm like, no. And I promise I'm not that type of, like, I didn't know that they was homeboys, for one. I was not aware. I was not aware, first of all. And then when she texted me, he had ended up going to the bathroom, and she was like, he probably in the bathroom for the good, probably. I honestly don't remember what happened with that, but yeah, that was some shit. Because I was like, I just said my girl, what the fuck? I didn't mean to. I didn't know. I'm sorry. So, cool. Fast forward. Me and him not talking. I'm taking somebody serious. I liked him a lot. We was not taking it. He was not taking Madison serious. And like I said, in other story times, he gets a story time. I'm just not ready to talk about it yet. Because today, I'm still mad. No, I'm just playing. I'm not mad. Yeah, I was trying to take somebody serious, but me and him was off at this point. Like, we was talking, and then we would stop talking. Like, it wasn't on and off, but it was on, then off. And then on, and then off, and we never talked again. Like, we never was messing with each other for real. Mind you, he was effing the whole campus. Madison didn't know nothing. So, freshman year, everybody, all of the people knew all of the people because, like, we go to a PWI. So, when we go to kickbacks, it be mostly the same people. Sometimes, you know, people had their friends come down, and even then, the friends that people that they be having coming down be the same people that we know. So, it's like, we really be around the same people. So, dude that I had, dang. Oh my gosh, I said I was gonna give him a name. I forgot the name. I think I said Jack. Yeah, Jack. So the dude that I was talking to and I really liked, we just go call him Legs. I don't know. Yes. This is not funny. Okay, so Jack, it don't even matter because Legs don't matter, but I'm just saying the name so y'all know, like, they both was there, basically. We at these apartments. We pull up. I'm with my homegirls. I end up going outside, and Legs was out there, and he was talking to my homegirl, and another dude was talking to my homegirl, but I wasn't talking to him because we was into it. Like, I'm not talking to you. Like, what? I don't got nothing to say to you. Like, it was just a whole thing. So, like, because when I ain't talking to you, I ain't talking to you. I don't care if I see you. We not doing that unless we are. And I'm going to talk about that. We there. So, what I call him? Jack? Yeah. Jack, he in there, you know, I saw him like in the kitchen area. It was an apartment, like I said. So he was in the kitchen area. I was sitting on the couch, and then I was sitting on the couch. I got up, he sat on the couch, and then I came back and sat down. So I ain't gonna lie, I was a little lit. Not too much. I was a little lit. No, maybe I was more than a little lit. And I'm sitting down, and I'm like, I think I said hey to him or something. I was like, you got a girl? I was like, you gotta reach. And mind you, I was only asking that because I don't want to talk to you and I know you got a girl. I don't know he has a girl. I didn't know anything, actually. I didn't know. I was just asking him, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you got a girl or something? Like, because it's been a little minute since we talked. So I'm asking him, like, you know, what's up? He was like, no. I was like, I said, do you got a B word? And he said, no. I was like, do you have a girlfriend? He said, no, that's the same thing. And I was like, oh, okay. Right after that conversation, this girl comes sit on his lap. You just said that. Okay. So I look at the girl, I said, okay, girl. Cause yeah. Why this man get up? He literally moves her, like he gets up. And she sat beside me. She was like, what he just say to you? And I was like, girl, I'm gonna tell you later. I was like, I'm a little late right now. Ask me tomorrow. She said, okay. Cause why he do that? Like, I wouldn't. He did as like, this not my girl. Whole time. I don't think they was in a committed relationship, but they was messing with each other heavy. I'm sure, like, cause they end up messing with each other after the fact. And I mean, they're not together now. I don't think so, because of what I've heard. But I know she got his name tatted and some more. Like, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And girl, I would never eat it. Cause like I told her the next day. Okay, so the next day, you know, I was faded that night. Usually, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a student through the week. On the weekends, I drink and I sleep. What's up? That was my freshman year for real. So my homegirl, she was my homegirl, but my roommate, but she wake up and stuff, you know, we talking. The girl hits her up. She hits her up and she's like, oh yeah, your friend said she had to tell me something, because she didn't have my social media or nothing, but I guess she had my roommate's social media. And she was like, your roommate said she had to tell me something about, dude. So I ended up giving her a little rundown on how I met him, when we was talking and stuff. And I was like, yeah, we haven't talked since then, but last night I asked him, did he have a girl? He said no. And then she was kind of pressing it, like asking me more information, but I'm just like, I don't have nothing else to tell you, boo. He said he had no girl last night. He said he had no bitch last night. And to me, those are two different things. Do you got a little shit or do you not got a little shit? And is really shit your girlfriend or is she not your girlfriend? Like, what we doing? But ain't no telling niggas live a lie. And she probably asked him about it, and you know what that man said? I did not tell her that, and she believed him. That's what niggas do. Like, and you're a fool. Why would I lie? I promise I don't want that man that much. I was honestly... my sister just texted me something some you good mud. Bro, who did she be around, bro? What the fuck? Get off my phone with that. She know I be looking at my phone crazy every time she say that. Anyways, mind you, my older sister, by the way. Listen, what else? I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I really didn't have nothing to tell Buki, but, like, girl... And after that, we're around town, he was still cheating on her. He wasn't cheating on her with me because that wasn't technically cheating, but I mean, he did say that. So I'm sure if I would have proceeded to talk to him and she wasn't there, then that would have been cheating or whatever. I don't know. But yeah. I don't think there was nothing else to say about that situation. And I'm glad because I'm hungry. Let me stop playing. I am hungry. That's it for the story time, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Bye.